Hey, David here. Thanks for joining me again. We're gonna do another visit to the QLiteArmer, which is the HD armor and full OSD system without the flight controller. And I think we've got some of the kinks worked out that we experienced last week. And I've updated to a new GPS that has a higher refresh rate. I'm using the M100 by HDLRC. It has a 10 Hertz refresh rate at 115200 baud. It's way smoother. I've also flown those on my GPS Homer if you haven't seen that. Anyway, pretty excited. I think the OSD is at a point where we can start sharing it. The firmware is not up, and by the time this video is shared, it will be very soon. Let's give it another test. We're gonna test it on the Manta Ray Boomer. And if you wanna know some of the details about what I'm flying on here, you can see my last video. But just briefly, this is the Walksnail GT2, which is their latest video transmitter. I'm using the QLiteArmer, which is my own software and circuit board. Anyway, let's give it another go and we'll ride along with me in the video. You can be my wingman.
Disarmed. Landing mode on.
Yeah, pretty excited to fly this one. All right. Oh, very cool. Okay, so let's talk through some of the OSD elements that we've got now. You'll notice that there's off on to the right, I've got a flight timer, so that activates when you arm it. So it tracks your total flight time and it stops when you disarm. Disarming the video. I'm also testing a new radar display, which will show home in relationship to the crosshair, which is in the middle of the screen, that little green dot. And once you get in, it's in segments of 100 feet around, out to a total of about 500 feet square. Once you get outside that range, it'll just stick to the outer edge here. So let's taxi down there. We got home arrow, good. 11 satellites. Okay, let's taxi down and then we'll take off into the wind. I got a tailwind at right now, so I got to turn around and take off into the wind. Okay. We're going to take off right into the sun. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, the big yellow one is the sun. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, interesting. So I'm gonna need to clear out the home radar. The home arrow is working correctly, but the radar is not. I'm not getting a good refresh around that area.
Camera change mode.
Well, it's weird to go from the head tracker to the non, and I have to do it with a stick. There we are, off to the left. So if you look at the home arrow, it's pointing to my left. I look left, and there's home. So that's working correctly. That's looking good. Oh no, I'm down in the Swarrows. No, off to, I'm south. I'm coming back. I'm coming back home. So I visually couldn't see home from where I was, but I could see the home arrow. I'm south of us. I'm heading back at us right now. Right at us. I'm pretty low. Oh, I see you. So I'm gonna land, Daniel.
Landing mode on.
So I'm pretty pleased with the testing we did today, and we got to see the home arrow is working correctly. I got the flight timer on there on the right. The one thing I'm adding is an optional feature for ground radar, which will show presence of home around the center dot in relationship to where you're at, if you're looking at it from above. That'll be an optional thing. I've got to do a little bit of work on that to refresh and clear out the screen. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with where it's at. The total distance traveled and stuff you see on the screen as well, and all the other elements. There's a few minor tweaks I'm going to change, but overall, I'm pretty happy with where it's at. And as always, just get out there and fly. Thanks for watching.